Hey guys, what's going on? I didn't use the old intro. What'd you think of that? No what's up YouTube Zanzibar here thing. So let me know what you think of that. It's not the new intro, but maybe I'll change it up from now on. Today I'm going to talk about a pilot for a TV series that it has just been picked up by Fox called Terra. If you haven't heard of it, it's a new TV show being produced by Steven Spielberg. And the first episode just aired last night, and I saw it when it premiered. It was a 2-hour premiere for, I think it was a 2-part episode. Maybe if it was just the first part, then damn, that's a lot for one episode. But I think it was just a 2-parter aired as kind of a movie. So Terra is pretty much Jurassic Park meets Avatar, and that's not a bad thing. But before I get into the actual show, I want to talk about another TV show that this kind of reminded me of earlier in the year. I'm sure many of you either watched or heard of Steven Spielberg's other TV show on TNT called Falling Skies. And I was pretty excited for it. It looked pretty cool. Then I saw it and realized it was boring and crappy, and it diminished my faith in Terra. Because I was excited for the concept. It's dinosaurs meet futuristic guns. What's not to like? And that's not all the show's about. There's also some good acting in it and everything. But that's not what we're here to. We're here to talk about Terra, not Falling Skies. I just wanted to say that because Falling Skies was so boring, I didn't expect genius from this movie. I just kind of expected a decent action show. And Falling Skies was boring, and Terra was exciting. The difference is that Falling Skies has a very, very overdone story with apocalypse, and it's Terminator meets Independence Day, and it was boring. Terra, Jurassic Park meets Avatar, it is exciting. The story is emotional, the setup is genius, and it's just a very interesting show. The acting is also quite good for a TV show like this. It's not brilliant, but it's good for a TV show. I mean, believe me, I've seen worse. Notable performances that stand out to me was, of course, Stephen Lang as the rough and tough starter of this colony called Terra. And he's awesome. He is awesome. I think they picked him because he was an Avatar. But the thing is that he's so awesome in this, and so different from what he did in Avatar, that, well, it's not different, because he's still doing that rough, kind of, gun-toting, person, but he's not evil in this, that's the difference. He's a good guy, so far. Thing about the show is that the advertising makes it look like it's a dinosaur-centered show, but it's not. It's kind of like a Lost-esque show that's people set in an interesting location, which analyzes their reactions to everything. Terra is pretty much a show that's looking at what if we had to start civilization over again, and that's pretty much what it is. There's not really a whole lot of dinosaur-centered story. There's dinosaurs in the episode, but they're not important to the plot until the last half hour. When what's called slashers, which I don't even know if they're real dinosaurs or not, go after the main character's son and trap him in the jungle. It's a very interesting movie, very interesting pilot, and I definitely intend to keep watching. The special effects were really good for a show like this. The CG on the dinosaurs was especially impressive. Also a few action sequences that stood out as almost movie-worthy, like this chase scene between what are called Sixers, which are basically evil colonists, and Allosauruses, and it is awesome. It's pretty much a show that people who are late teens and maybe college kids are gonna like, because it's not dumb action, it's interesting action, and that's what someone my age will enjoy. That we're not just being talked down to, or getting a good story, but we're also getting good action. And you know what, I think that anyone of any age can pretty much enjoy that, but I think that late teens, early college kids are going to like it more and probably follow it more than just like maybe watching an episode sporadically. My problem with that and the pilot sets up is that it's trying too much to be Lost. They make too big of a deal out of the secret of Terra Nova, and that's not what the show should be about, and that's not what the show's premise kind of says. It should be about what it's like to start a civilization over in a environment like this. It shouldn't be about finding out the secrets of the real purpose of Terra Nova. The real purpose is because the future sucks, and we have to go back in time to save our asses. Pretty much, the future is all pollution and overpopulation and hell. It kind of reminds me of Gotham City and Batman Beyond in the way it looks. And the first, I guess, 15 minutes of the show, which take place in the future, the CG on the city is really good. It looks fantastic. And they build a nice amount of sets to really make it look gritty and futuristic. Again, I'm reminded a lot of Gotham City and Batman Beyond. The jungle itself, it's smart enough to use a lot of location shooting. And again, back to the Lost thing, it kind of feels like they're trying to make it look like Lost with the jungles, but I can't blame that in the show. I guess it's just part of their premise. And just taking place in a prehistoric jungle. But again, back to the Lost thing. They make this big deal in the pilot about these symbols that are drawn on rocks. And it's completely unimportant to the plot. It could have not been there and it would have been the same episode. And I hope that this isn't like the whole purpose of the show. Like it's just gonna, I guess, build on this thing they found. I really hope that it's about building a society out of nothing and in this harsh environment. That's what I think it should be about, and not this Secrets of Terra Nova thing, because that's not interesting. It might be for one episode, but not for like a whole season. Like that's not what this show would be interesting because of. It should be interesting because of analyzing the rebuilding of a society. See, I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. They'll probably rerun it a bunch of times before they put up episode 2, but I highly recommend it. You should definitely check it out. I'll rate it on the ZMMR scale, and I'll give it a 5 out of 5. Just fantastic. I'm definitely gonna keep watching. That's really all I have to say. So tune in soon for a special movie review marathon that I'm doing. So thanks a lot for watching. Zazubar out.